family.
Welcome to the Sody Show. Sody Show, the Sody Show. Welcome to the show.
It's just getting worse. I was hoping that it would be short and sweet.
That was short and sweet.
No, it's getting too long.
Did I hit the note?
Which one?
The.
No to them all.
The note.
The note.
The.
Welcome, guys. Another episode
I think
of the Sody Show.
the jingle will come in. Like, as I progressively get better at it, it's going to become a thing.
We're on our third episode, and it has progressively gotten worse, so.
I don't remember the other two. That's another problem.
I have an idea for you, Steve. How about you just film your jingle, and then we'll just, put it in the video. But then we can...
Can we auto-tune it?
And we can auto...
I thought I was the button guy. Like, so, blah, blah.
I vote no to Steve being the soundboard.
I would second that vote.
I vote
Against
yes. No, that's not how it works. It has to be unanimous.
No,
Unless, of course, I want something, and then it has to be the majority rule.
2 against 1. So, sorry.
Can't control me.
Did you see my eye roll? I did it.
Don't roll your eyes. So, it's been an interesting couple of days.
It has.
Last week was cold, and this week is worse.
Colder.
Colder. I didn't think it could get colder, but it did.
I thought I had hypothermia this morning.
Did you guys see on the news that actually on Tuesday morning in Utah, it was colder than in Antarctica? I saw that.
Are you lying?
I'm being dead serious. I saw
Antarctica is a real place, though, either. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't know if we have time.
Like
for the
real,
podcast.
does it exist?
No, it's just an ice wall.
Gosh, we're going to start this.
It still exists. Okay, colder than Antarctica. That sounds
It
pretty
felt like it
cool.
this morning, though. Seriously, I thought I had hypothermia,
And we send our kids to school today.
which is ridiculous.
I think they had jackets.
They should have had short start or late start at least.
I know.
But I snowblowed the driveway this morning.
What's short start?
Short start. What did we had short start? Short day, short start. But seriously, I was snowblowing, and I had gloves on. Not snow gloves because, I don't own a pair of snow gloves. Because I don't live in a cold place. So why would I have snow gloves? And the tips of my fingers legitimately were so frozen that it was only pain that I could feel.
That's why I didn't go outside
Is that
today.
what hypothermia feels like? But they didn't die, I don't think. They're not like black.
You'd have to be out there for a really long time.
It was cold.
Freezing cold.
Cold.
Yes, I don't go outside. I just send people outside for me. They do my chores. I make them go take out my Christmas decorations, go take out boxes, go do whatever they want. Speaking of that, Jared almost threw my dad down the stairs. Actually, he threw my dad down the
I
stairs.
did not throw anyone
Yeah.
down the stairs.
Do we need to have a meeting before we do this podcast? Because I think that
HR?
he might be under arrest soon or something.
I-
He might need to lay low or whatever. I don't know, because I think he tried to kill a man.
Tried to kill the guy with the trident.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about this, Jared. I think you might want to lay low for a while, because I think
60% of the time it works every time. I don't know what happened that time.
Jamie, do you even know what movie we're quoting?
No,
I really
The
don't.
best movie of all time.
Tell me you really do. You know it.
I have heard them before.
Name the
Anchorman.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
I
We're
just
good.
don't want to admit
Jim
that I've
Carrey's
ever
so good.
watched it.
It is a great movie.
Jim Carrey is awesome in Anchorman. My favorite.
He's not in it.
Oh, so you do know the movie. It was a test.
She's a closet anchor woman.
Anyway, I sent Jared and my dad to do a chore for me because I don't go outside when it is below 40 degrees.
So does that make you an accomplice to this attempted murder?
It does not, because it was a simple instruction and Jared managed to mess a bunch of stuff up.
I didn't mess anything up. It was Grandpa's.
Was this revenge for childhood trauma, or what are we doing? What happened here?
He did it to himself.
So whose version of the story am I listening to? Because we got Jamie, we got Jared. I bet they're not the same story.
Okay, ask Jamie who was actually there.
Jamie, did you witness what happened?
I heard it.
Okay, that's good enough.
That is, I was there.
I will start. I asked them to just carry down. I asked them to carry down a giant box from the upstairs. So
What was
they
in the
were
box? Do you even know what was in the box?
bed frames.
Okay.
So they were carrying it down. My dad was still on the stairs. Jared was at the bottom. He's trying to get the garage door opened, realized that he had gone too far, couldn't open the garage door. So he's like, you need to go back up. And I'm pretty sure he just shoved the box back up. My dad fell over and there was a huge thump.
Murder is the case that they gave me.
Not true.
I was super worried that they put a hole in my wall initially.
Not that her
She
dad
did
was
not
dead.
care about him at all.
All I said was, that did not sound good. Hopefully there's not a hole in my wall.
The box wasn't that heavy, was it, Jared? I mean, like, what's going on here?
I mean, it was pretty heavy. It was long. It was
He
more.
carried it upstairs.
It was
by
more
himself.
awkward than
Yeah, it was long.
heavy. It was long. It was somewhat heavy.
You were mad at your dad, so you gave it a little shove.
Not sure.
Pushed him up
actually-
the stairs, fell.
Wait, your dad was above?
Above, he's pushing the box back up.
Okay, wait.
Bro.
So I had this all backwards. I thought your dad was on the bottom of the stairs,
No.
and Jared is up top, and he just kind of give a quick
No.
rap.
Or it says, I can't open the garage, go back. Pushed him up, slipped
true.
and fell.
Not true.
So you had control of the situation then,
Yes. Just tell me when it's my turn to tell the right story.
and then you also was this something you have been planning for a while, or was this an accident?
Kind of just on the spot.
Just the emotional.
Okay, well-
So this is more of a manslaughter than a murder trial that we're doing here.
All I hear is Jared being like, somebody get mom, dad needs help. And he just kind of stood there holding the box while my dad.
Well, you didn't want a hole in the wall because obviously that was priority number one. So I got to defend Jared there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Jamie did not care.
There might be
Grandpa.
loss of life, but at least there was no holes or damage.
Well, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
An incorrect story. So what actually happened in this scenario?
Already.
He's already talking slow, like he has to sit and think about it.
I don't have to think about anything. I'm just trying not to overtalk. It's more calm. I'm calmer, and so my story is
Well,
correct.
give us the Spark Notes version of it.
Okay, so this is what happened. So we're both carrying the boxes down, okay? And I'm on the bottom. And what I do is I have the box. I go a little bit too far because he's pushing me down the stairs. And so I couldn't open the garage door. The garage door isn't able to be opened. And so Grandpa,
Locked, or you just aren't?
no,
It
we went too
swings
far.
inward.
It swings inward.
But you went too far.
Yeah, we both went too far. We went a step too far.
Okay.
And then I was not the one that told Grandpa to go back up. He said, we need to go up a stair. I said, okay, go up a stair. And then he said, push into me a little bit. So that
now he's gaslighting
and then
Grandpa.
okay. And then since your stairs are wood stairs,
That is a true statement.
they have a little ledge.
We have the most dangerous stairs on earth.
The amount of people that have fallen on your stairs is
Everybody.
crazy. But anyway, so there's a little edge on the edge of the stair. He tried to go up. He did not get his foot all the way on top of the stair, and he had no hands to catch himself. And so he just pulled the box as he slowly went back
Into himself.
into himself and did a whiplash to the back of his head into your wall.
So there's a couple of factors I think that are important to discuss here. before we
Was
decide.
concussed.
Before we decide
He was
like
seeing stars.
who's guilty and not guilty of the situation. One, Grandpa's very coordinated, and I've never seen him fall for any reason.
Do you want me to pull up a video?
So I think that should goes towards Jared possibly
Right.
being guilty.
He has fallen many times on our property.
Two, stairs are super slick
Mm-hmm.
and have almost probably killed several people.
Your mom, a few weeks ago.
I didn't just make any of
Yeah, was that a moment?
Your mom.
We're not to the dad joke.
jumps. Yeah, it's killed people last week.
They were both at fault.
My mom did put a hole in the wall. That's why she brings that up.
How am I a
Yeah.
fault there? Dad told me
Bad
to go
planning.
up. He told me to go up a stair. He tried to go up a stair. He even said afterwards, he said, I tried to put my foot up and my foot just did not move. He said, I tried to lift my foot and it didn't move.
And that sort of checks out a little bit.
And then he fell and whiplashed his back. And then I was sitting there because I had the box on the bottom side. So I'm like, what do I do?
He just
At
stood
this
there kind of
point,
like,
the
can
door's
somebody help me?
At this point, the door's open, by the way. And so the box is, I'm holding the box. It's on top of him as he's laying down singing stars. And then,
That's not even the story that I was getting at, the best part.
yeah, and then the best part is I'm calling for someone come help. And then I see the Roomba making its way towards me.
The Roomba?
Yeah.
Like the vacuum cleaner.
Your vacuum. Yes.
The one that like drug toilet paper all over the house last couple episodes ago.
Yes, that's another story time. Oh, did we already say that story? Oh, yeah, we did say this.
Did we talk about it? I don't know if
Did
we
not
talked
talk about it.
We were in the middle of the podcast though, and it happened. So I'll save that for another day. But
We have an upstairs Roomba and a downstairs Roomba, R2 and D2 respectively. And R2 was making its escape. Jared was sitting with the door open, and R2 went straight for the door and made it down the first step.
How did that stop it? I couldn't stop it because I had the box in my hand. He made it over the threshold.
there's no way. It's a little tiny vacuum cleaner.
Over the threshold and started to go towards the
So
stairs.
I have a theory. I think
Our house is haunted.
that they kind of have a mind of their own, because I have seen multiple TikToks of Roombas escaping. It's a thing. And as soon as the door gets opened, somehow they escape. And this was the first time that the Roomba was near that door with it being open for a while, since Jared was kind of sitting there with my dad on the ground.
He didn't even try to hide his body or anything.
No. And the Roomba escaped.
I feel like it smelt the fresh air and just went straight for the door. Because as soon as that door opened, all of a sudden
down in the house, it knows like where it's supposed
I
to
know.
go.
And it knows that that's a door. And so as soon as the door was open, it ditched its mapping
Freedom.
system and
And it
went
came
for it.
running that way.
Yeah,
Past its charger.
yes.
More like rolling.
More like gliding, I would say. For being, I mean, who was the one that saw it, right?
And Jared's yelling, "Rogue Roomba, Rogue Roomba."
Dude, it was going down the
Were you more concerned about the Roomba or your dad?
So
I'm
the
not really
hole in the wall, the Roomba, and then my dad. Oh, you were asking.
Oh, yeah. So we know your order was that. Jared.
all before everything else.
Yeah. And then the Roomba escaping, that was pretty
Where was I during all of this?
puzzling.
I have been puzzled lately.
But yeah,
It's almost done, though.
Any question that anyone's like, "Where's Steve?" Check the puzzle. Is Steve working? No, he's puzzling.
I don't know if I appreciate the aggressive nature of the tone of your voice.
I
right
can't-
there.
I mean, we'll do airing of grievances, but I can't be the only one that airs grievances, so I'll just save it. Someone else can do that, but
we could do multiple.
that would be my grievance.
I'm doing the puzzle that we decided to get to do.
I just did not think that we would puzzle so hard, so long.
I'll refrain.
Hey, Roomba. What?
You can't backtrack that.
So what happened to the room? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
The Roomba escaped into the garage.
I still don't know by 100%. So it's like it's like rolling itself down the.
Not driving, not walking. It is rolling.
Gliding.
Depends on who you ask.
But it is a real thing.
Went straight to
I
the
know you
door.
don't believe it.
And left.
It's a real thing. I mean, it didn't quite make it down the stairs.
It's
I think
happened
Peyton
before.
came. Peyton came faster.
It's happened before.
But it's
You've had the Roomba escape before?
No, I've seen them.
Okay.
They have seen them
not
escape
happened
before.
before.
It has.
let me
It doesn't even make sense because you have the threshold. There's like a lump, and so we have to go dink, 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 and then get over that somehow. Like
It did.
this is like when it pulled the toilet paper off the roll.
It did. It's the toilet paper in my whole basement too. I don't know how it reached the toilet paper, but it got to it.
What are you watching over here?
Okay, here's a video. This is proof. I mean, this isn't our Roomba.
This is the Roomba I've seen. It was missing for 2 days. 2 days gone.
That's the Ring camera. It is.
I watched the TikTok.
Is that like a bug going down the sidewalk?
That's the Roomba. It's gliding. Can't you see it gliding?
It does look like it's gliding a little bit, Jamie.
It
The
doesn't-
Ring camera caught it
It's running down the street.
after 2 days.
Wait, so it was outside for 2 days at their house?
They couldn't find it for 2 days. I think it was hiding until it could go out the door.
Are tricky little guys.
I know, but I think it had enough. It was saving its charge. I think it hid until the door opened and escaped. It's Roombaing the sidewalk.
Is that the right?
Roombaing.
For vacuuming, maybe? So it drove down the street. It was outside for 2 days, is what you're telling me?
I don't know. It
shows
was
that
missing for
happens
2 days. I
when-
told
Was that a step?
you.
No,
No,
see,
it's not a step.
see, this is all set up, isn't it?
I mean, this might be, but that's a really clear Ring camera. Just the quality on that Ring camera.
Ring, you should advertise with us.
We don't have a Ring camera,
Look how
but I really like my doorbell.
I know we were gonna get one
I like my doorbell a lot.
Unless someone just filmed that and they just
because that
Put
seems
Ring
suspicious.
on this.
And I know no one would ever fake anything for social media.
No, and I wouldn't believe Steve to believe anything that anyone says because he's always
First one looked kind of real. The second one looked fake.
okay. Well, the second one was trying to copycat the first one.
I could buy that, but I still question it. I feel like we need to do a test. Maybe one of our challenges one of these days is to see who can get a Roomba to escape the house.
I watched it happen in our house.
It was on this step. It was leaving.
So it got out. You said it's. I thought you said Peyton got it.
It got
On
up
the
before it
first
dropped
step.
the step.
There's
Went
another
down. It was like sitting like this on the.
It started to go to the edge. It was right there hanging on the edge.
because we have 2 steps in our garage. I don't know how it would have made it down eventually, maybe. If it didn't tip over.
Duncan would have given it a little hand, a little shove. Duncan loves that Roomba. Duncan's our dog, by the way.
Duncan is our dog and hates the Roomba. I think he's challenged by it.
Alex is the Thor door.
It's another male moving thing in there.
How do you tell if a Roomba's male or female?
You gotta stick your finger.
You know what? I don't even know why we're
I go
saying
fuck
it.
that with her.
I don't even know why we're calling Roombas he because it's cleaning. So it is clearly a she.
Whoa. Why?
I don't just conform to gender rules.
Man can clean too.
Jared, have you ever cleaned a toilet in your house?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Like clean, though, the entire bathroom.
Yes.
Like, have you?
Do you want
What are you
to
talking about? You
In the
know I
house?
have.
Cleaned the entire bathroom.
Yes.
Like you took it and you like Windex the mirrors.
It's not
You-
cleaning a bathroom. Okay, so that's not a totally fair
I'm just
question.
saying he never has.
You're saying in this house.
I'm saying in any house.
Yes,
you-
I've had
you-
multiple times in houses.
Okay, then since we've been married, where you've done the entire bathroom.
Yes, 100%.
Like mopped, swept, mopped.
Mop.
You have
When have you mopped the bathrooms?
every time I clean the bathroom.
I've never seen her mop the bathroom. That doesn't count. This is how JD mops.
That's my next
No, I am going to show you how
that's my
Jamie
next
mops.
grievance.
Jamie spits on the floor and rubs it with her sock.
That's me
That is
spot
the most
cleaning.
disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Does that not happen?
Yes.
That's me
all the
spot
time.
cleaning.
Deny it.
I'm not. I said that's me spot cleaning.
That's you spot cleaning.
When
It's just
I
spit. You're
am
just making it more
Actually
dirty.
cleaning. I mop the bathroom. I scrub the toilet bowl.
No one's.
I
spit
lift
on
up
the ground and you have to
toilet seat.
re-clean.
I
I
wipe
did
everything.
that stuff. I'm not.
Have you ever gone in the shower and scrubbed the shower?
Yes, I've done that. But I've done all this before. I used to do the powder thing.
Well,
With
that was
you.
when I would like, can you do the shower because you have much more of elbow grease. But I've done the
thanks,
whole
thanks.
bathroom.
I have much more what?
Elbow grease.
Those aren't elbows, baby.
I don't really see much there,
I
actually.
gotta touch it. I gotta push it up. Touch it.
The Roombas are female.
Roomba's a guy name, though, isn't it?
I'm
What's ours called? R2?
searching this.
And D2.
R2 is. Wait, is R2 a male or a female? We into Star Wars lore now?
Well, D2 hasn't worked. It's been out of commission. It got injured and then kind of sat there forever and didn't clean for a solid year. So D2 is male, R2 is
But who
female.
brought that thing back to life?
You had to fix it.
I brought it back to life.
But our D2, our basement one, is male for sure. R2 is probably female because she's working every day.
If Roombas are male or female.
Oh my gosh.
I'm scared.
I don't
What
even
is-
want to know what it has to say. How did we get here? How did we get here? Guys, are Roombas male or female?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. This is actually an important part of the discussion. And now I'm confused about R2D2 also. Yeah, I don't know if I have any evidence. I just assumed R2D2 was a boy.
That thing's vacuuming constantly.
It really does.
Guy's not doing that.
But it also never takes out the trash or anything.
It empties itself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, this goes back and forth. So this is...
Wait, is this a debate that's online for real?
Yeah. What gender is your Roomba? She began by saying, so it's a female
Oh, so it speaks to.
riding it.
Oh.
A lot of people said it was female because it does domestic work, she said. Somebody said it has no gender until they get angry with it and then it becomes female.
I don't know what R2 don't know, but I think ours might be a boy.
Okay.
So this says,
Would a female drag poop all over the house?
Only D2 has done that.
so here's one here.
That's why D2 is hell.
So this says, which one are you saying? The downstairs is male?
Can they breed?
Toilet papered my house, has drugged Duncan's poop around the house, and did not work for a solid whatever because it's laying hurt.
Oh, maybe it is a woman.
It's laying hurt.
So this says, Murchie said none of the machines in her house were gendered except her Roomba, which is decidedly male. I have a hard time communicating with it and don't understand its behavior. So I think
It's true.
it's male.
You've multiple times like, why is it going back over here? Just let it. It's like you're talking about me.
It's like an ADHD male,
Okay, so you can see that it's a male.
the basement one.
Basement one's
There's been a study with children. 50% of children says it's male. 50% of children says it's female.
They asked 2 kids
Yeah.
in a study done by me right now.
I don't know this.
Okay, let's vote. That's how this works, right?
Okay, fine.
Is R2 a male? Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's 2 versus 1. It's a male. All right, Jamie.
Have any of you guys
These are your rings.
ever turned R2 on? Hardly.
Yes. Wow.
No, I haven't.
Why are you guys laughing? We don't know its orientation. We just know that it's a male.
Because I do it daily.
So you're admitting it's a male for sure.
I thought it turned on itself, to be completely honest. I didn't think you had to turn it on.
No, if we ask you, she uses her foot to get it turned on.
I push on the button.
All right.
Then
Where are we going with this?
Next.
Well, Sammy's immediately shutting down conversation.
Next topic.
We have a topic?
okay, our next section
Not
is
this one.
actually comments.
No.
I want to go to.
Yay.
All right, so we've had a few different comments. So first comment, and a lot of people have been asking this comment, but they want to know about putting this podcast onto Spotify. Will that be done? What's our plans with that?
So we are planning on expanding the podcast to different platforms. I just was kind of worried that we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's maybe make some podcasts first and then put them onto all the other platforms. We do know how to make a YouTube video, turns out.
Hence why this is on YouTube.
And so we can do that. And so we're learning how to do lighting and mics and that kind of stuff. The mics is really the big part for putting on Spotify or Apple podcasting and that kind of stuff, because I want to make sure it would sound good when we did that. And when I think we're getting closer compared to the first episode.
Let us know if our audio and our lighting looks better.
Do I look better? Do I sound better?
Are they figuring it out? Because once we do that, then we'll put it on Spotify. So
Yeah, I think the audio is the main thing, is trying to get that locked in. If we can get the audio locked in, then I think we're golden.
sounds good.
Agreed. Good question.
Okay, next question. Are we going to get Sody Showdown Season 4? People have been asking.
You are. I love Sody Showdown.
What? That was like a... I heard me know KVR.
I like Sody Showdowns a lot. So we are going to be doing that. I just want it to be a little bit warmer outside because I want some of our challenges that we do to be in warmer weather. So we do the Sody Showdown. It's like our version of Big Brother, if you guys ever watch Big Brother. So
Big Brother.
exactly. Maybe that's why you are into these little weird noise and or voice inflections. So we watch Big Brother all the time. So
We do. We like Big Brother. We missed the last one, though.
Are they still making Big Brother?
can we rewatch? Can we go back and watch it? How did we do
I
that?
assume, yeah. I mean,
We need to.
yeah, let's do it. I guess that's because every night I sit there and I try to scroll through crappy Netflix.
Why are
movies.
we not watching?
Sorry, Netflix.
Why aren't we watching Big Brother?
We could watch Big Brother if I can figure out how to do it on our TV.
Okay, well, we will be doing a Sody Showdown Season 4.
What can we do to make the Sody Showdown awesome? have everyone move into a house for a week and like legitimately do it.
We should. That would be a lot of work,
Oh my god!
but we could do it.
But Jared's learned how to use Streamlabs, so it's probably the same thing. You can just be switching cameras and like.
What if we just like got a ridiculous Airbnb for
Big Brother.
I don't know.
Sody Showdown.
That sounds a little expensive, so
Let's see. Let's see.
it will come though.
In its own time.
Yep.
All right. I have a little game that we can play. You guys want to grab your, what are those called?
Those whiteboard.
What
Whiteboards.
is this like another? Are we moving on to another section?
No, this is comments, but I want you guys to guess who this comment is talking about.
Guess who this comment is talking about?
So I'll read a couple comments, and you guys can guess who you think the comment.
The pink one.
I get the pink one.
Fine.
You can have pink one. I'm just worried that they'll be able to actually see my handwriting.
And then we'll watch.
What am I writing?
You're gonna write who you think the comment is referring to.
Fine.
Ian.
Okay. First comment is by Haley Yoff. And
Hi, Haley.
Hello, Haley.
the comment is, what is she wearing?
There's a few.
This one's kind of easy, actually. So clearly talking about the Roomba.
What?
Dead.
Peyton.
What? No way. It's talking about clothes. It's Parker.
Who's right?
Steve is correct.
This is obvious. Parker and her clothing is a little unique.
It is, but
Of course.
she also doesn't like to film too many
True.
cups. So
True.
I thought it would be somebody else.
My guess is she was either wearing a robe or a muumuu, if I was a guessing man. And whatever it was being done.
In the same video,
Same video. Oh no.
same video, different comment about a different person. It says, the girl in the white has got some sass. The girl in the white has got
Sass.
some sass.
Okay, just making sure I heard the right word.
The girl in
Because I would
white.
already know what I'm talking about.
Would it though? Or would there be a few?
Jamie.
The girl in the white.
The
Has
girl in the
some-
white has got some sass.
Satis. That's a tough one.
Sass.
So he said the word, he said it was a TikTok.
It said video.
Oh, you said TikTok.
I don't know. What did I say?
That would determine, that would help me.
Write down your
determine what it
answers.
is.
Am I gonna miss every single one of these? I'm the one that posts these.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on this one. I think it's the other person I'm thinking, but I'm going to go with this.
Ready?
Taylor.
Blake.
I think it might be Blake too.
You're both incorrect. You guys want to have a second shot at it?
Someone else has sass in our family? Ew. I'm trying to think of who even in my house wears a white shirt.
I know that I'm going off of the white.
Is
The white
is
is
it
what-
legitimately you?
It's not me.
I
I mean, we only have a few more guesses here.
think I might have just thought of what video it is. So I'm changing it.
If you can say what video it is, it's even more.
Okay, ready?
All right, ready, go.
Rhea.
Jordan.
You're both incorrect again.
It's
Peyton.
Peyton.
Peyton is the correct answer here.
Darn.
Okay, just with that white sweater that she wears.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
want to see the video?
Yes, what's the video?
It's got to be that dancing. I said Bria. I'm right. Which video it was? Look at that.
What is she wearing?
She's wearing-
the muumuu.
All right, here's the video.
We love you, Parker.
These comments were, what is she wearing? And the
That's a black dress. She looks really cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
Parker likes to be comfortable. Give her a break. I like to be comfortable. See, I did get Bria in there, though.
Look at the sass.
Oh, that's not even the white sweater I thought Peyton would be wearing.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, she did have some sass.
There's the sass.
There's the sass.
Hey.
I almost didn't guess Taylor because I was like, if it's a TikTok, she's not a sassy person in her TikTok stuff. usually.
No. She's sassy behind closed doors.
Another comment from that one says, "Can someone pay for my therapy? He's the team table third girl."
So the teen table is the real thing. So we didn't have teen tables. We had kiddie tables.
Yeah,
I
but
remember being a big kid because I was one of the older ones in my family at a very little kid table at many holidays. It was not awesome.
well, we decided to do a teen table this year, and I think the teens appreciated it
Yeah, because then they're not sitting with the non-teens.
with the messy food throwing kids.
We have a lot of little kids on Jamie's side of the family,
We do.
and they are clean and organized all the time.
Not
Some of them
loud.
are Jared's.
I only got 2 of those.
He has 2 of the little crazies,
They were on the kids' table for sure.
and we have Parker and Blake. They're clean and organized all the time.
Yep.
And not loud.
So I think the teens appreciated it.
I thought I heard it making noise earlier.
Here we're good.
I don't want to say anything else about the teen kids table.
Whoa.
That's weird.
Jeez.
Whoa. Did I sit at the adult table? I don't even know where I sat.
I don't know where you sat
Was
either.
I at the kiddie table?
Probably.
Okay, here's one more that you need to get.
Oh, we're guessing?
You look like a sophisticated office lady.
It's either me or Steven.
You look like a sophisticated office lady.
That is the comment.
Sophisticated office lady. That's a weird one.
Is it off of a TikTok?
It is from a YouTube short.
Which would be a TikTok.
Okay, so sophisticated? Oh, yes. I'm not going to give you the reasoning for my guess until after you write yours because you'll probably cheat and steal my guess.
Okay.
Did you write yours down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's got to be someone with
I
glasses.
said me.
Peyton.
Correct answer was Jamie.
No!
Do you know what video it was?
Yes, I think I am talking about daughters versus sons. That one.
Nope, it's your hair cutting video.
My hair cutting video.
Your
So
hair.
they say I look like a sophisticated office lady since I cut my hair?
Yep.
Thank you.
Is that a good thing?
Is that the same
I think
thing as saying a Karen?
no.
Sophisticated office
No,
lady.
No.
it would be something else.
Sophisticated doesn't fall into caring stuff.
But why office lady?
You look professional, I think is the thing.
Like,
You were wearing like a black,
Successful.
like a almost.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Sexy.
I don't think we're allowed to say that word.
Jared will bleep that out.
Nope.
Yeah, because he agrees.
Nope.
Are we done with these?
So I just need. Yeah, we're done with that little game. I do have one question about a video that I would like you guys to watch, and
Oh,
the
gosh.
comment.
No.
Comment goes
Is it Jared's question or is it someone else's question?
someone else's. Well, it's not really a question. It's more like a comment. But all right, so I need a little bit of an explanation from this video, Steve.
I look good in that video, I feel like.
Are you Christmas? I can't find you. Why should you go?
It's about I filmed it too.
Yes, I was not for the news. It was just posted to our TikTok, and I was like, "What?"
It was a trend. People were doing it. Look, I look like a little Cindy Lou Who.
The bags under your eye.
I always have bags under my eyes. Those aren't because of the filter.
So the comment says, "God save Steve's soul."
I need more than that. Help. Let's get help out on.
He's like, our kids call it cringy.
Yeah. So I have a cringy humor,
Yes.
and I like it. I think cringe is funny. Am I wrong? Isn't that kind of like a thing?
No, there's like a line, and there's a line where, oh man, makes you kind of.
I feel like
It's not
like
funny.
cringe isn't like a type of humor. You're looking at it as like cringe is a type of humor, like dry humor or something like that.
No,
Cringe is not a type
I
of
think it is though.
cringe is like
I think cringy stuff is funny.
no, like your facial expressions, and sometimes like when the kids have explained it, like when you're doing that, it's like like it has an adverse reaction.
uncomfortable. So
Yes.
what cringe is.
But like that's humor to me. Other
But
people feeling
not-
like they don't know what's going on or
Right.
uncomfortable.
It's not humorous.
I think it's hilarious when people are uncomfortable and awkward and feel
I think
that
it's
way.
funny when people are uncomfortable.
With the way you are acting.
Yes. Okay. I like to be the only person in the room laughing. Let's just say that. Then it's fine.
And everyone else is like,
So
Yeah.
you think that video is cringy?
yes,
That was actually a trend people were doing.
I know. It's the way you do it. It's not what
You
you're
could see
doing.
different levels.
It's the way you're doing it. The way you tilt your head and you pull your face. That's what the cringy part is. Like when the kids are saying like, the way you're looking, the way your face, the way you're moving. That's the cringy part.
Cringe means they don't want to see it again.
I know.
I don't want to watch
But
it.
it's funny. Cringe is funny. Like we watch things as they're cringy sometimes, right?
No. Usually cringy stuff, you're like, ugh,
You
go away. Go away.
But then you like share it. You're like, oh my gosh, look at how cringy this is.
No, not usually.
the cringiness is just if you know someone they're the same way. So people maybe send you a lot of things that are cringy because they know you're cringy.
I don't have anybody send me stuff.
That might be a different problem altogether.
That may be a different problem altogether.
Jamie will accidentally send me a TikTok that she was trying to send to herself sometimes.
Whoops, that was not meant for you.
Unless she's giving doing it on purpose, sending you a TikTok that she wants you to see because she wants you to change.
Yeah.
Oh,
What if it's one of those like
secret message kind of things?
Yeah.
My bad.
like training your man to help at home? It's like, oops, sorry, that was supposed to be for me.
I was supposed to send to me. I was supposed to save that. Nadia sends me those all the time. That's how I know. And
She's like, oops, wrong person.
it's something about how to be nicer to your wife. I'm like, yeah, that was meant for me.
My bad. That was an accident.
I follow a specific TikTok account that is like,
Cringy.
no, not cringy at all, but like how not to be like the common like man, like what is the name for it? Like babies. No, like when men kind of act like children, like they're the extra like the extra child in a marriage. Like it's like, oh, people are joking. I have 7 children.
Jamie, the airing grievances is a few
what's going on
percent
here?
down.
So you consider me one of your children?
No, I'm just saying I follow a TikTok account where it's training men. It's a man training men to not be like the
So why are you
extra like
watching it?
burden in their family.
Why are you watching it is the question.
He has great advice.
Is his wife making him do it? Behind the scenes, she's got a ruler. Just
Joe, I think he has a pretty big like following of women, and he's like, they like to hear this stuff.
interesting.
Yeah, I think it's funny how you said, I don't want to do the airing grievances because I don't really have any. And before
I
this
said,
call,
I don't want to be the only one doing them, and so I just have to like interject them throughout this entire podcast.
just the whole podcast could be
Strategically.
airing of
grievances.
What's Jamie's grievance today?
Things that Jamie hates about Steve.
Not hate that I want to fix.
Wait, you have things you want to fix?
You'd rather me hate things
He's already
than fix things?
Yeah, maybe.
You'd rather me just hate it than try to fix it.
Yeah,
You'd rather
I think so. Actually, would you?
that's another grievance. Just have it bother you, but don't try to make me like change it at all in any way. I'd rather it just bother you.
Just there's things I don't like, and then you just let it go, and you're happy. If you try to change, then you're like, this isn't working.
Sure.
How many things do you think you've changed of me?
0.
Really? 0.
Yeah.
So you just call yourself a big failure? What?
Yeah. I am. I am.
So you're a failure. Is that what I got out of the last thing?
What?
That was the last thing we talked about. Why are you wearing different clothes?
Speaking of failure, Jared and Steve failed the whole.
Oh, Steve.
Whoa, why me?
I was on camera the whole time.
The
I didn't
audio,
do anything either.
we filmed probably an hour of footage, and
Hilarious. The funniest footage we've ever done.
I'm pretty glad
It's all lost.
it's all lost. I wouldn't say hilarious, but it's all lost. So you know what? We're filming it again.
So we're here. I went ahead and wore the same shirt.
I did not.
It is day 2 of this podcast. And we're going to play a fun little game.
Okay, let's do it.
We're going to be playing Never Have I Ever.
Never have I ever, never have I ever, never have I ever, never.
You're still using other songs.
We're done.
Never have.
Who has the questions?
So.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Okay,
Ask
go
the
ahead.
questions.
Ask the questions. Let's hear it.
I don't know. Because if I ask questions, if I start asking never have I ever questions, what if Jamie starts asking and then we're all of a sudden spilling the tea?
The minute you ask one, I'm going to ask one.
Okay. Never have I ever
Do not ask one.
spit on the floor to clean up.
I know the answer to that one.
Never have I ever cleaned the bathrooms fully.
Right back.
Never have I ever farted in public.
Is this just a roasting session?
You better hurry.
We need to do
Question.
another section of just roasting. We'll choose someone to roast and we just sit there and
Someone
roast them.
We do like a monthly roast.
Okay.
And we'll invite all the kids to do it.
Oh, I thought we were going to roast the kids.
We roast the kids.
Parker loves to roast.
What if we were
Parker is a master roaster.
Yeah, we can't let Parker be on the podcast roasting.
Parker is too free-spirited to be on the podcast, I think. She may never be a guest on the podcast.
We don't know. We'll see.
We can still edit the podcast, though, so
Yeah, we may have to just edit a lot of things out.
when she just starts.
That's okay.
What's her favorite joke?
The cough teeth one. She also
I can't say the punchline of the joke when I ask what the favorite joke is.
but she also
I haven't heard
likes,
this joke. I want to hear it.
Dad, you're so dumb jokes.
Yeah, she does like to go at me or anyone, but she also doesn't really insult you and then says she's roasting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just sits there and like insults, like bad insults.
Yeah, or she's like,
Boom.
"You're fat, roasted." I'm like, "Well, that's not how that's
from the
supposed to
office.
work. You're just being mean."
She gets that from The Office, though.
Yeah. The office that she's never
Boom,
seen.
roasted.
Boom, roasted.
Okay, never have I ever.
Never have I ever let my kids win in a game, even when I could have won.
What game are we talking about?
I forgot the 2 things I'm supposed to write down. Never or
Never in a have.
have.
Hence the name of the game. Never have ever.
I ever. I'm ashamed to admit that.
I'm ashamed. I'm kind of mad that I have to say yes to this because it was a thing. I have,
I have to.
but I didn't used to. Did I ever tell you my playground stories?
Yes, I have. But that wasn't your own kids.
True. It was easier on other kids.
Way easier to just.
We would play basketball, and I was, what do you call me, like a ground duty, I guess? Recess duty, whatever. And so I would go, and instead of just watching kids, because that's boring, I would play with them. And so I was like, hey, who wants to play ball? So we get on the basketball courts, and the hoops were like 8 feet tall, so I could dunk on them. I can dunk on a 10-foot hoop, too.
Yeah, you can.
Never. But I would beat these kids to death in basketball. It was just incredible. These are like, what, 4th graders? And I would block every shot, dunk, and I would pick like the 2 like kids that could barely walk. I'm like, you're on my team and you're on my team. And then we would smoke all the cool kids in basketball. I would be dunking over. I was like MJ out there.
I mean, when you're comparing yourself to 4th graders.
Well, yeah, naturally.
But now, since you've had children and we play like board games, do you let them win?
But there's a reason we do. I mean,
Not because you don't want to hear the rap,
oh,
crying, and
they're such poor sports.
they are very poor sports. I wonder where they get it from.
Jared.
I'm their parent. Yeah, right.
Next question.
I've been setting up the audio this whole time.
Yeah. We know
Well, what has Steve been doing this?
Wait, did
during
he
this
just
time?
admit failure? I was up till
Doing his puzzles.
2 o'clock last night trying to fix the audio on the podcast, which I did fail at. Trying to fix Jared's failures.
Right. And you didn't puzzle at all.
Last night, I'll be puzzled some.
I mean, it went down and I was like, what happened? The puzzle's almost complete.
Oh,
And I
so
do not know how that happened.
this happened last night, but this was before the podcast fixing. Me and Peyton were in there, and I was literally picking up pieces and going, I know what that goes. This here, boom, boom. And it was like, I told Peyton, she witnessed the most glorious event that has ever happened on the face of the earth. It was me puzzling, and I was in the zone. Boom. I was telling Peyton to be like, if there was a movie, and like my whole body was still, but my arms were just going like super duper fast, and the puzzle was just slowly getting put together.
That's what he thought was happening.
Oh, it was so good. Peyton will vouch. Peyton will vouch for me. This was an incredible. Like, I was joking about being Michael Jordan on the basketball court. I was Michael Jordan in the puzzle. Real.
That didn't make sense.
I was incredible.
Never have I ever called someone the wrong name on a date.
This on purpose.
No, it's just a question. Are you feeling bad about this or something?
I feel like, did you write this question?
Just
Were you involved in picking questions?
Never. Has it happened to me? Yes. Except he called me by my best friend's name that went to college with me.
I did do it to Jamie on our second date.
Ouch.
I'm so sorry.
He was like, me and so.
So I also, though,
Down the hill sledding. And I'm like, and then the girl that we were with was like,
it was not a cool moment for me. But listen, yesterday or this morning, we were in here talking about stuff, and I was calling somebody Lori who wasn't Lori because I just do that.
right.
I'm dumb again. Second time I get to use that as an excuse for something.
Never have I ever snooped through my partner's things.
Snoop.
Like underwear drawer or something?
Like secretly looked through their things. Could be like diary or different things like that.
I mean,
Trying to find something.
what guess I
I have.
have. I don't know if it was like secretive though.
He's just snooping.
I was just looking at stuff. I kind of secretively snooping.
He's like, whoa, what's this?
Oh, look.
I
Text messaged me today.
usually go through and see if there's any, like, tickets that need to be paid that are just shoved places. So
One time.
Brings us to the next question. Never have I ever been arrested.
Do we have to list how many times I've been arrested?
Yes.
Never have I ever been arrested? Oh.
this is intense, Jared.
This is getting a little too serious for me.
I thought we were just gonna ask.
I mean, I have been.
I have
Who hasn't been? You've never been
I've
arrested?
never been arrested.
You're not even living life then.
And that's a life I don't want to live. So.
Sometimes you gotta be a gangster.
Sure. Never.
Okay, next one.
We're not gonna tell stories about all my arrests.
We are not.
No.
No.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you out here. Never have I ever kissed more than one person in the same 24 hours.
And 2 different.
Yes, 2 different people in the same 24 hours.
20.
Well, I'm assuming we're talking not like kissing your kids goodnight.
No.
Okay. I don't say ever.
I've
Phone
never
is
done
buzzing.
that. Jared, have you?
Yes.
Why are you asking that? You have?
Yes.
You've done this?
You've never done it?
Kissed more than one girl in 24 hours? I don't think so. I'm not some kind of like heathen.
I have.
I don't
have.
think that's being a
Were
heathen
you?
in high school. I don't think that's that big of a...
That is. That's
What are their names and when did it happen?
No, thank you.
were they?
Under
I
like the lockers or what do they call the stands in the gym or whatever?
No. So I broke up with a girlfriend and I kissed another girl. The same.
Man, you moved on quick. That was a rebound. That's called a rebound.
Yes, it was a rebound.
Right.
All right, this one's for Steve.
But what? So I don't answer.
Your direct questions? It's just about roasting me.
I just know Steve's going to say he has. Well, I would imagine.
Let's see.
Never have I ever worn the same pair of underwear for 2 days in a row.
I have,
I mean, I have,
because it was not.
but
We were camping.
yeah,
I
only
just
on like
brought
camping trips and
my-
stuff.
And I was like, you know what? This is happening.
I actually nobody washes more clothes in this house than I do.
He doesn't physically wash them. He
No.
puts them in the. So nobody puts their clothes in the
What about-
laundry basket.
what kind of-
more than he does?
Do I look like some kind of animal? Of course, I don't wash clothes. I'm talking about I put my clothes in the laundry basket.
We should clarify what he means by washing clothes. He sticks them in the laundry basket or on pile on the floor.
Like, I know I'm wearing the same shirt, but that was because I thought that's what we were doing, to pretend like this wasn't like
But-
a mistake.
Was that shirt in the dirty clothes?
Yeah.
Because I put it there. It was on the pile. It was on the floor with 2 socks.
Oh, well, okay.
So he sometimes puts them on a pile on the ground.
And they just match.
I would get to them, though, if you don't.
He would eventually get to it.
Yes, I get to them. I have a thing. I put things in little spots, and then I get to them when I'm ready.
But he is not washing them. Let's clarify that.
I do laundry sometimes, though.
Yeah, never have I ever TP'd someone's house.
Oh, man. I know Jamie's done other stuff to football fields. Whoa, we got a subscriber.
Pat McKinney's just subscribed.
Pat McKinney.
Is that the subscriber sound?
That was,
It's a bit loud. A bit.
Jared likes the speakers loud.
But yes,
Really
Pat
the sound
McKinney's.
it makes?
Yes.
Like,
I mean,
always?
No, that's
If we leave it on, it will do it.
that's on Streamlabs.
That terrified me.
Thank you for subscribing.
I think I had a heart attack.
Slow motion of Jamie.
I'm pretty sure I did that.
You toilet papered someone's house before?
I have
We used to. I remember growing up. One of my memories growing up was being in toilet paper wars with different families in our ward, in our neighborhood.
It was a war zone of toilet paper.
You guys are bad people.
And I remember Dad
It
sitting
was-
with the hose outside, waiting for kids, and then like
Our parents got involved. We even kidnapped a child.
Have we done it as adults?
I feel like that's been an old thing. I don't feel like people really toilet paper anymore.
Steve
It's not a
almost
big-
got arrested for toilet papering.
I almost got arrested
Papering?
and I got in big trouble. I mean, I was
Cops.
also, this was another time that the cops were involved, but I was in 6th grade. I was a young buck.
That is young. That's
We
short.
snuck out of my house at 2 a.m.,
Nice.
went to the grocery store and bought tons of toilet paper. I don't even know where I got money. I was in
I
6th
want to
grade.
know who the cashier was at that place.
I would love to like,
Sure, let me just
to like,
sell this to
they just sold it to me and probably like, whatever, dude. It was so late. We walked to the store. And then needless to say, my parents called the cops because they thought we got kidnapped or something crazy. And it turns out we didn't. But the funny part about that story is I actually never told anyone I was toilet papering a house.
He's too
My
scared.
dad pulled up
Hid the toilet paper.
in a random car. It's a long story. This will be saved for a story time maybe, but and jumped out and I had hid the toilet paper behind a bush so that when we came out, we lied like crazy about what we were really doing. So they thought we were doing something really bad when really we were
Just
just
toilet paper.
toilet paper houses.
I mean,
Tell the
I
truth.
just feel like they don't do it anymore as much. I think it's just not a big thing
I
anymore.
mean, comment below. Have you toilet paper someone's house?
Remember, we used to toilet paper houses. We used to saran wrap cars.
Yes, our house has never been toilet papered. I don't want it to be.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And why are you
Public
putting that out?
challenging everyone to
If you guys would like to know their address is
P.O Box.
P.O Box. You go ahead and toilet paper the P.O Box.
P.O Box.
We still haven't got any cool packages, by the way.
It's been a day.
Never have I ever crashed a wedding or party I wasn't invited to.
Jamie doesn't crash parties she is invited to.
Crasher.
That's true. Sometimes I don't even.
I mean, can you crash a party? Isn't a party about everybody going?
Not if you're not
Never.
invited.
I have.
I have never done that. Is that have or have? Happened to your E.
It's have.
Never have I ever secretly enjoyed a smell that other people find gross.
Depends
Depends on what you determine it's.
yeah, let's
It just says what other people find gross. If someone else finds it gross and you like it, then that
I don't think I have.
You haven't? I like the smell of gasoline
Yeah, she does.
and paint.
And me.
No. So I like the smell of gasoline, and I don't think people like the smell of gasoline.
So if I use gasoline instead of Aqua di Gio, you would like me better? You can send us some of that too, Aqua di Gio.
Are you talking to the brand?
I don't know. What is the
I
brand?
doubt that. I don't think
Giorgio Armani? I don't. Do I not look like a Giorgio Armani model already?
I think we get the knockoff brand anyways,
What?
if there is one. I mean, if they sells it at Walmart.
What? All this time I've been using knockoff brand. This is why you guys need to sponsor us.
You just keep throwing that.
I do smell like knockoff brand.
You do.
Never have I ever wished I was on a reality TV show.
We're Big Brother fans.
We're Big Brother fans, so I would say
You would want to be
I
on
would just say
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
no. I would say I have, but then the thought of actually like being on one terrifies me. I'm a little terrified of
Yeah, I don't know how I would look to the public.
it. It's kind of scary, yeah.
What would they like? What kind of things would I say? It would just like
Not be
ruin my life.
It would ruin your life.
Never have I ever.
What was your reasoning?
Just that I wouldn't like make friends or wouldn't do well. Not that I would say something that would get me canceled.
I wouldn't say something that would get me canceled. Just
Thrown off the show.
Right,
That's all.
just throw out the show and no one would ever want to talk about me
Friends
again.
and family would disown you.
Just a little.
Nothing too serious. Never have ever used someone else's toothbrush
On purpose?
or on accident.
Okay, so let me clarify.
That happens.
Yeah, I have done it, but I will have never done it on purpose.
For sure, never on purpose.
Disgusting.
I would just rather brush
I
my
think
teeth
at
with
one
this.
point we accidentally swapped toothbrushes at one point. Like our colors were mismatched, and I was like, "Hold up!"
I think it was your fault though too. No.
It made me gag.
Even though
So I would. Never,
we're related now, kind of. Trying to figure out how to say this.
I just.
Wait, you guys are related?
I know, but I just would never.
That's
What's first cousins?
Jeez.
You guys never have you ever married your first cousin?
It's different though. Yes, we have kissed once or twice, but I'm not brushing my teeth after. Like when you're scrubbing your teeth, and I'm like, "Oh, let me try that."
Do you think people share floss?
No,
That'd be way worse.
You throw away floss. You don't reuse
like-
it.
I don't know.
Not
People are weird.
I do not think people share floss or toothbrushes.
I watched a TV show once where people drank urine.
What shows are you watching?
That wasn't really on topic, I guess.
Let's not talk about that at all. I
Okay,
mean,
back to the game. That's a little too much.
we edit
I don't know. It can't be taken out.
That's why I can't be on reality TV shows.
Never have I ever had an embarrassing pet name for a significant other.
What about your ex?
Never.
Never? Not even exes?
I mean, I guess is that an embarrassing pet name?
Never? I'm just
What name?
You don't have to say it.
You have to say it.
You've never done
You had to say it.
It wasn't an embarrassing pet name. It was like a name that we were like, she cannot ever hear us call her that.
She did not know that it existed, and we won't talk about it.
Yeah, that might be inappropriate.
We won't.
Never have I ever gone skinny dipping.
You have? With who?
You have with who? Are you looking at
Oh,
most that
snap.
have too? When have you done it?
Lots of times.
With who?
Just friends, which is the sad part about it.
Just didn't that sound like he was trying to come up with something?
It did. It seemed like he was trying to hide something.
Just friends. That friends.
No,
Am I right? Did that look? Did that look?
I was trying not to say just guys. And so I was transferring from that to friends. Who did you skinny dip with? I don't think we've ever skinny dipped together.
We haven't. Next question.
Claims to have never kissed anybody, but has swam in the buck with somebody else.
It was my family. My
What?
mom
And Jared.
Jared.
Or mom and Jared.
It was
What
my-
pool is this in? Because
my
I'm never going to that
sisters.
pool ever
It was
again.
my sisters.
That is even worse. That is disgusting. Where?
They wanted in our pool growing up.
Have you ever skinny dipped in our pool?
Oh, our
Next question.
you're all grossed out about.
I have cameras on our pool.
We actually have cameras.
Yeah, you can't go back that far, so I'm okay.
I don't have to when I recorded it already.
That's fine.
Watch
Put it up. Tell me I heard it didn't happen.
That was disturbing.
What did he say?
Watching it on a daily basis.
I mean, I can't blame him.
It was just Jared. No.
It was me alone. Yes. That's kind of okay.
I'm changing the pool code.
All right, that's pretty.
It's just funny because how many people have skinny dipped in our pool and we haven't even skinny dipped in our own pool?
I know.
Our girls.
How many? They have definitely. And then,
But yeah, who knows?
do we need to like tally up? We should do like a thing.
Who's done it?
We need to know.
Sit in the hot seat.
And not in the hot tub because you're not welcome anymore.
I mean, the rest aren't that great, so
Oh, Jared's done.
that's all I got for you right now.
He's embarrassed.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you answer the question, Jared?
I did answer the question.
Never.
I answered the question by not
I
answering the
have
question.
learned some new things.
Me too. Supposedly never kissed anybody. You'd vote
Saying that like I've never kissed. I've kissed you,
anyone else.
and I told you who I went skinny dipping with. Jared's the one that's kissed 2 people in 24 hours.
Yeah, he's kind of like a
But I haven't kissed a lot of people though either.
How many?
5.
the truthful answer because
5, because he once told Nadia a lot higher number.
That's because
Her
I
number was
wasn't.
extremely high. He was like,
No, her number was not extremely.
whoa, that was
okay, I
5.
heard it
You were
from
throwing things.
wow.
out there.
her-
I said the number first. I couldn't be like outdone, and so I was like, I had to put a higher number because I
picked a ridiculous
I didn't pick
number.
ridiculous.
What was it, like 20?
Nothing.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know how many people I've kissed. We tried to count once when we were dating. I don't know why we did that. You were wanting to know how many people I kissed.
But the problem is you couldn't even like come up with names.
Well, I don't know all their names for sure. But I just like didn't know some of their names. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair. Poor girls.
Yeah, but then I'm the bad one.
At least I was kind enough to like give them a couple hours before I kiss someone else.
Couple hours. I gave you a couple hours.
Yeah, that's it.
You had said like 6,
Seems reasonable. Not bad.
and I am 1.
Yeah, see, I'm not. You can't remember 6 names?
Or 6, like,
Okay, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 6 is probably right. That's right.
counting me.
Counting you.
Because I can't remember when I asked you if that had been.
Yeah.
Counting me. So 6 counting me.
But you don't know their names.
I know some of their. Well, actually, I
You
know.
probably have a really hard time.
I know one name.
Besides me.
Okay, besides you, I know one name.
You know one name out of the 6.
Not that I. So I knew.
Names out of the 6.
Okay,
Names out of the 6.
but I knew some of their names. I only didn't know 2 of their names,
But then he forgot them.
and then the rest of them I just don't remember. They could be in the room with me right now, and I wouldn't know who they were.
You can't blame this on your illness again.
This is because I can't see people's faces.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's the question. When you're sitting there trying to remember, what are you remembering? If you can't envision yourself,
How many people?
yeah, what are you envisioning?
He's not. He's
are you
not
talking
picture
about?
anything in
Like, what are you thinking about?
The number of people I've kissed. So I'm like, okay, there was this person and this person and this.
He's not seeing them.
You don't even see their, like, nothing. It's just, so, like, if they don't have a name,
I see you.
they don't have a face, and when you're thinking back, I don't understand it.
About what you guys are talking about. You guys have to realize.
Steve has a problem.
I have Malaysia disease.
Is that what Will Smith's wife had?
Yeah, I have aphantasia.
You guys both have to stop.
Yeah, alopecia.
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 What do I have?
I can't remember. Aphantasia.
That's what I said, isn't it?
You said Malaysia. I'm pretty sure that's a country.
It is.
If you're from Malaysia, that's what Steve has.
Sorry about that, everybody in Malaysia.
He had something called aphantasia, and he can't picture things in his head. He can't see pictures in his head. So like
Yeah.
2%. We've talked about this in previous podcasts, but these guys think that we could
It's an inside joke.
running
I
podcast.
assume everybody watches every single second of every podcast we've ever posted.
And I know that realistically, you guys haven't.
But it is weird to see things in your head.
I think it's weird that you don't imagine things in your head.
How though? Like, how do you imagine something in your
You
head?
see their face.
You just see it.
Like
Yeah.
when you're sitting there trying to count, you're like, okay, I kissed this girl, I kissed this girl. You're imagining, you're like, okay, I remember that.
So you're just like
Right, kiss-
repeating the kisses in your head?
Yeah, you
So
can
you're just cheating on your wife over and over in your head?
That is completely different.
It is completely different.
While I'm just sitting here going like, I don't know, I look up
The way
here.
to
and-
determine if you have aphantasia or not, you just say like, picture an apple on a table.
And apparently that's not just hyperbole or whatever. When people just say things,
Just picture something in the
they're
right.
literally saying picture it, like
Yeah.
see it.
And
then
yeah, see it in your
you
mind.
ask what color is the apple, and then people would be like, "Oh, it's red," or "It was green." They'd be like, "What was the table? Was the table tall? Was the table short?" It's like, "Oh."
Let's do this exercise with
And
Steve.
you can change it a little bit in your head where you say, "Well, now make it a green apple," and you're like, "Okay, now my apple's green." And Steve's like, "What?"
I'm looking at an apple right now in my mind,
Me too. I see.
sitting on the table.
But which one sounds crazier?
You.
I mean, you have to admit, just because maybe you know it,
What I don't
which one
understand is
sounds crazier? It sounds crazier to see
what are
things in
you
your head.
looking at though?
You.
No, like when you close your eyes and you imagine something.
If I close my eyes, it's black with a little like red light that comes through your eyelids a little bit.
Yeah, dude, this dude is he's
So,
not
here's-
okay.
We used to I used to do wrestling or baseball, and they'd be like, I remember before our wrestling
Yeah,
matches,
you
my
do.
coaches were way into this. They would turn off all the lights in the gym, and we'd lay there. They'd be like, all right, now imagine you're doing this. Make your first move. And I was just laying there like, okay, I guess I would shoot a single leg. And apparently all these crazy people in the gym around me are seeing all this stuff in their heads happening.
Yeah, you're picturing.
If
it happening.
99% it can envision, don't you think you would be the crazy person that you can't?
No, just because you're in the minority doesn't make you the crazy.
It does in this case.
In this,
It makes you the more evolved.
No, it's
That would
the
be
one
less
being
evolved.
Weeded out.
that would be less fault.
You're being weeded out. You're just the last.
I'm like
little
the
percentage.
fluke that came by. I like this. I am the missing link.
That's why he has more Neanderthal in
I
his
agree.
in his DNA.
I do have.
He's just
First of all, that was a lie.
A higher percentage of Neanderthal.
That was a lie.
he's just less
Delaney.
evolved.
That's another story.
He just recently was able to walk, but with his feet, like he's just recently upright.
I don't picture things in my head like a crazy person. I'm sorry. It is crazy sounding. Okay, now take out the fact that you know that you do it. If you're like, hey, this person hears voices in their head and this person doesn't. Which one's the crazy person?
Just don't know what you would ever think of. Like you're just black, just nothing.
I think of things, I don't see things.
I just don't understand.
So when you think, you only see?
That's the way we.
Yes, that's the way
Yeah.
you think.
That makes sense.
So you just think.
So when you dream, is it just darkness?
Dream.
It's just
Name that movie.
never ending story.
No.
Jamie knows it.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Anyways, I have dreams. So but you're dreaming during the day. So which one sounds crazier?
You do.
We can accomplish more when you see things in your head.
You can envision how, like, for example, if you're setting up this podcast, for example, you said, well, let's figure out how to set up what it's going to look like. In my mind, I'm figuring out options of that wouldn't look good here because this is here and
No.
like this.
Well,
This wouldn't look good here because
No.
of this. And you're sitting there just like staring at a wall.
that actually was a problem when we were building the house.
It was a big problem.
She's like, don't you see, like, we put this couch here? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, no, like, don't you just, I'm like, I don't see it.
So who's more efficient? One just sitting
In
there
that
looking at
scenario.
an empty space.
But also
But those scenarios happen
sitting
all the
there
time in life.
thinking, we'll call it thinking because that's what you guys call it,
It is thinking.
about your exes in your mind when
Okay, I'm not thinking of exes. I'm
I don't have.
recounting how many times you've kissed someone.
And so I do, but it actually does affect me, like, remembering people's faces, which is the point of where we got here. So I really don't, like, remember people very well.
Very sad.
Most people are meaningless to me, unless I see you on a regular basis.
There you go. And that's what we got out of this.
That's one way to put it.
Never have I ever.
And make sure you watch the YouTube every Wednesday.
Yes, we are posting our podcast every Wednesday.
That's the goal of the week.
Full podcasts every Wednesday with lots of
And we'll have
Is it-
shorts and other smaller stuff, but the full podcast every single Wednesday, brand new one. And
Raw
hopefully
and edited.
raw.
Everything we talked about.
Maybe some months, maybe a little editing. Like we will have an hour and a half of
You might not hear
Horrible
Steve's
audio.
voice at all because he's been edited on every single podcast.
we just mute all of Steve's. It's like
My
that's
voice.
the only editing we do is just mute anything that Steve
it's okay. They'll all picture it in their heads, the things I'd be saying.
It'll work out.
Actually, I'm picturing things that you would be saying too.
Well, don't forget to subscribe also, right?
Yes, subscribe. Like, who was it that just did it? Our awesome subscriber. Subscribe.
Peter McNeely.
Did you just make up a name?
It was like
I think he
Mick
called
something.
Mike Tyson, Peter McNeely.
It was Mick something, but
Yes, subscribe. Click that bell, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. Stop doing that.